All right, hey everyone. I just wanted to pop on here and show you guys a little bit more information about the course so that you know for sure this is something that you want to check out, because the last thing I would want is for you to get into the course and be like, this was nothing I expected it would be. So I wanted to show you the workbook, the Padlet that comes with it, and inside of the platform. So in the platform, there's 6 modules here. So you'll have a welcome. You are going to have some videos from me. You'll have, if there are downloads, there's downloads for most lessons, but they will be down at the bottom. I've got checklists, and your workbook here is in the welcome page, and then there's a link to the Padlet here. You can mark as complete and then go to your next lesson. And there's another video from me. Some of them might have a couple like little quiz questions to solidify your learning. So we are in the What is Language module. So in the workbook, there's a little welcome here, a little bit about me, and you'll have the objectives, the course objectives. So what to expect. Our objectives are to be able to understand what language is, why it is important to learn with the content. So never separate from content. We always want it together. We'll be able to create language objectives connected to a content area. Analyze the 3 layers of language and create some tasks for each, and create authentic language experiences for their students face-to-face or virtually. So everything in the course and also in my high school membership is based upon this framework, the class framework. This is just kind of like a fancy thing that I made up, to be honest, from my peer coaching and watching other classes and coaching other teachers. So some of the core things that we want are, for successful ESL teaching, are content. So we want it to be grade level, based on grade level, and we want it to be taught with language. So we'll be looking at content, language, additional materials such as digital tools or realia, real life items, and student scaffolds. Those are the basic ideas or basic pillars for our successful ESL teaching. So here's an example. Here is the What is Language module. So we'll be looking at, we've got a couple questions here, BICS versus CALP. You've got a couple more questions. You'll be asked to think about your own students. Why language and content are important to learn together. We'll be looking at the 4 language domains, some activities and tasks that integrate all those domains, little questions for you, and then on to module 2, our language objectives. So I'm going to click next lesson here. And it might have just kicked me out because, oh no, it didn't. All right, so we have an introduction to language objectives. We have a little quiz question you can submit and then go on to the next lesson. Another video. I've got some little interviews kind of sprinkled throughout and some other downloads such as checklists. There's a language objective, organizer and checklist, scaffolding checklists. There's 2 different ones. There is a language objective drag and drop that you can share with your faculty as well. And that's in my Teachers Pay Teachers store, but you guys get it included with the course. So you'll also have some Teachers Pay Teachers resources in there throughout the course too. So, and there's our course Padlet. All right, another video, little quiz questions about scaffolding and language objectives. We've got a task, and we've got, if there's an extra video connected, it'll be in the little description here. So there's an extra video here. There's an activity in the Padlet and a question. And I want to go back to the workbook here. This is what it looks like in the workbook. You'll have little questions, and I will always give examples for us to do together before you do your own with the task at hand. There we go. So we're on Module 3, Layers of Language. We'll be looking at word, sentence, and discourse. Video for you. We have another video word level task, and I've also got a Google Jamboard for you for Frayer card. You can make a copy and use it yourself. For word and sentence level, there is a self-assessment and what to teach for you and your students. So how do you know what to teach, how to pull those words out? And we do examples, and you do some on your own in the Padlet. So in addition with the vocabulary, what to teach and what to pull out, we'll look at sentence structure and grammar, what to teach, what to pull out. There is a vocabulary strategies checklist, and there is a Calderon vocabulary visual. I love her method. Okay, let's go to the next one. So the sentence level is the same. It's got the same resources in there, but there's some extra. There's an interview with Yeva. She is another ESL educator. There's an example mini lesson in here from my classroom. And there is a teaching order grammar checklist that I share with you guys. So there's extra little goodies down there. All right. I think it skipped the discourse level here. Hold on a second. Let me go back to layers of language. Discourse level. Let's go back to the workbook too. This is what it looks like. I've got some example activities for your lessons. We look at a task example from my class, and then you do your own, share it in the Padlet. Same with the sentence level. And then we get to the discourse level. We look at an example and some ideas for you here. There's and this is your work right here you're going to do. And here's the discourse level in here. You're going to also have a checklist, 2 checklists here of writing and speaking activities. And then we have for beyond the word level, this is a new thing that I've added. I love it because it's got interviews from other ESL educators. So we've got information on sentence patterning, picture word inductive model, annotating, and somebody wanted but so then. So these are all strategies to build language. There's videos and how-tos. There are some TPT resources, and there are interviews from other people such as Dr. Katie Topple, Valentina Gonzalez, and Esther Park. And there's examples here in the workbook too for you to give you some more support on how to use it in your classroom and kind of give you an idea of what I do in mine. All right, the last one, well, second to last, is keeping language authentic. So we look at gamifying lessons, connecting with the class across the country, and producing a podcast. So there's information on that in the workbook. And let me show you what it looks like in here. So I've got videos for each. There are extra resources in here. There's a Kahoot planning template in here that I linked to. There's some questions. Let's look at producing a podcast. There's some accountable talk cheat sheets for your speaking activities. And there's a video for connecting with the class. So at the end, for the wrap-up, we put it all together by doing a lesson plan. I've got a template for you that you can continue using in your own teaching practice. I've got an example lesson plan from me, and I've got a checklist for things that you should include in your lesson. And then you can share your ideas on the Padlet. So at the end, I have a document here you can click on. It is a presentation you can share with your faculty about everything you've learned. There's this place to share your thoughts and feedback. There's my email, and then you also get your certificate of completion if you need to submit it to your district there. So let me show you what it looks. That's pretty much it in there. That is the end, but let me show you the Padlet. So here's the Padlet you have access to. Other ideas and other comments from educators, so you can kind of see what they're planning on. And ideas that they have. And that is pretty much it, my friends. I'm glad that you watched this preview with me. I want you to feel like this is something for you, or maybe it's not something for you, and that's okay. So if you have any questions, my email is in here. Let me try to show it to you on the screen. It's susan.ell.lady@gmail.com. And you can always send me a message on social media. Thank you. Look forward to hearing from you. Bye.